I just went to Florida. Went on a little trip to visit my grandparents, hang out with them for a little bit. It was really nice just to be in the sun and hang out with them. It was chill, relaxing. But, traveling is interesting, man. Traveling can be weird because, in my case, I flew Spirit.
Brutal.
Can be.
Terrible.
My flight.
It can be. It's a
flight.
I wouldn't say it's a coin flip. I'd say it's worse odds than that.
Yeah, it might be. That's from what I've heard. This is the first time I flew Spirit though, and it was interesting. The flights were fine, as in like we didn't have any turbulence or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, some of the people, bro, fucking crazy, bro.
There's characters.
Yeah.
In places like that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I feel like maybe that's what you're paying for when you pay for a better airline is to just get away from some of the people.
Yeah, better crowd.
It was, dude. On my flight there, I have my headphones and I'm listening to music and I'm just trying to doze off, and try to just pass out on the plane. And the people behind me just are progressively getting like more and more obnoxious. And I don't really care. I'm not one of those people who's gonna bitch if someone's like having a good time. Like even if I wanted to sleep, like it's a public place. It's not their job to be quiet for me. So I'm not mad about that. But I can hear them through my headphones, and it sounded like they were saying some weird shit. So I turned it down a little bit. And the lady behind me is like, she goes, "What's in that?" And talking about a bottle.
To you?
No, they're behind me. There's 3 people behind me, and I hear a lady from directly like over my left shoulder say, "What's in that?" And the girl goes, "Oh, it's Gatorade mixed with," and I forget if she said Smirnoff or whatever, some vodka.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, it's Gatorade, whatever." And this other girl giggles, and these people snuck booze on the plane, and girl goes, "Oh, give me some of that." And so then they're all just drinking and they're getting fucked up, and I thought it was hilarious. I was like, wow. Y'all are fucking idiots, but hey, good for you.
I think that's a popular like trend in Spirit for sure.
Spirit maybe.
I don't know if you've bought liquor on a plane before, but
it's expensive, right?
It's highway robbery.
This is a 2-hour flight. Like, can't you just wait till you touch down
to
get the booze?
I don't know. It's like a anxiety. They got to take that. I think it's almost like just popularized, so people feel like they need to join the crowd and try drinking on a plane.
I could see that, yeah. I could definitely see that. But so they're drinking and they're getting a little louder. At one point they were singing, "If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands." That was where it was like getting really loud.
Nah, at that point
I turned around. I was like, "What?" The lady next to me was getting fucking pissed. Like there was an old lady sitting right next to me, and she was so mad the whole time. Like, you could just see her getting fucking like she wants to say something. She's like, "I want to talk to a manager."
She's doing like the look left, right. Yeah.
She wants to talk. She wants to pull a Karen episode right now, but she's not gonna do it. And so we're sitting there, and I don't see anything. The one, I hear them get quiet, and the one girl go, "Put that shit away. What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like,
yeah.
And I can't see what's going on there behind me.
Here comes like the warden.
Fucking one of the, what would you call it?
Attendant?
Yeah, one of the flight attendants comes fucking like, they bolt over, and they're like, "Are you kidding me?" She's like, "What?" And she's like, "We saw what you just did." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "You just put it back in your bag." And I have no idea, right? I'm like trying to look ahead and listen. And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, "We saw you hit that." And and she's like, "I didn't do that." And she's lying about it for like 2 minutes. And
can't search her.
So she had hit her vape.
Oh.
But she'd blown it out, which is super illegal to even hit it. You can't do it at all. And if you were gonna do it, you'd have to zero that shit so no one would know.
Yeah, I mean, everybody I travel with brings one. I don't vape.
You can have it with you. You can't hit it. It's illegal to smoke of any kind on a plane.
Oh, okay. I thought it was illegal to even bring them. I know there's a bunch of no smoking everywhere.
I think you can bring it because it's like, can't you bring cigs? You can't bring cigs on a plane?
I don't know. Not anymore, I wouldn't assume.
Oh, shit. Because that's why I think it has to be like in your bag or like it checked or whatever. Like it can't be, you can't have it in your backpack, like your carry-on or whatever. So she apparently hit the vape, and then she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." So then now she folds because they're like, we're gonna talk to the pilots, like, we already filled out the report. We're gonna give it to them.
Doing like good cop, bad cop on her.
And so she breaks, and she's like, "Yeah, I hit it." She was like, "It was a total like just knee jerk. Like it was just what did she say? It was just a force of habit. I didn't mean to. I don't do stuff like that.
I'm an addict."
She's like, yeah, basically like, "I'm an addict. Just get off me." And she's like, "It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It was an accident." She's like, "I don't do stuff like that. I would never do anything to break the rules." Like as they were just getting fucking pissed drunk, the whole flight, trying to tell this lady they don't break the rules.
And they're like drunk,
they're drunk talking to her, like slurring their words. And
sometimes that helps.
And dude, the thing is, I don't know if these people, like, I don't know what happened to them when we touched down. Like, they bolted off the plane because the flight attendants they told them, like, we have to give this report we already filled out the report before we came to talk to you. Like, we saw you do it. The lady already started putting it in. I came to come talk to you.
Now they're in the trenches.
We have to give this to the fucking, to the pilot, and it's up to them, like, what your fine's going to be. Like, how much we're going to hit you for. Like, they're gonna get hit. Like, it's illegal to fucking do that. And it
sounds like a little scheme. Like they're saying, like, maybe pay us off or something.
Maybe that's what it was.
I don't know. I would at least like offer it.
But they were we were getting off the plane, and they just fucking ran. And I was like, they have your information. Like, they're gonna fucking fine you more now if you don't talk to them. Like, they just booked it, so they didn't have to talk to the pilots.
You think? I don't know. Sometimes you can do the race in like situations like that.
But if they have all your information, they know what seat you were in.
It
is Spirit. I guess you're right. It is Spirit. Maybe.
Did the mic
I'm
catch
wrong.
that?
Yeah. It just, dude. It was so fucking bizarre. And then on the way back, I had this lady sit in front of me, and I thought maybe it was her and her kid, and I thought maybe she had like one of those I forget what they're called, the bags. Like if people have a stomach issue, so they can't shit.
Not like
it's like a colonoscopy bag. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's so that like, if you have to shit and you're someone that has like colon problems or whatever, it just like goes in this shit bag, and they have a thing that like cleans it and you clean it. But it
I don't know anything about that.
It smelled like one of those had blown up.
Okay, that's terrible. It sounds like a dog shit on the plane.
Well, it's like, imagine like the worst shit you've ever had, which is usually when shit is like dying inside of your body. Imagine if we cut that off at the source and started spraying that onto the ground. That's what it smelled like. Something had blown up.
I know the smell now. Yeah, we've like. My family hunts, and we've butchered some deers, and when you gut it and you cut the stomach open a little too far, that smell, I don't know if it's just like a deer thing, but man, it's terrible. Like,
I'd imagine. Yeah. I wouldn't even, I wouldn't be able to handle that.
Like fresh shit. Like when your dog shits and you got to clean it up.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, it's just steaming.
It was so bad. And I was like, what the fuck is and everyone next to me, I'm sitting there, there's like a family right next to me. I flew by myself, so I'm just chilling. And I'm like looking, and these people next to me are like, And people that know I listen to this podcast, I have a problem right now with my nose. I can't even smell. And I could smell it. Like, I can't smell anything, dude. I had an issue. I had this thing. I've told the story a million times. My bloody nose, my nose got fucked up. I got tested for COVID a billion times. They're like, it's not COVID. I saw a nose doctor. I had to take these steroids, all this shit. My nose is still fucked up. I can't smell shit unless it's super, super strong. This was super, super strong.
It sounds like a COVID case.
That's what I thought.
To be honest, because that's what a lot of people have.
That's exactly what I thought. And so they did all these tests and all this shit, whatever. But it's so dumb. But so I
they never know the answer till it's too late. And you're like, spent a bunch of money.
My nose is it's gonna come back eventually, and they're just gonna be like, oh, whatever. But so I'm sitting there behind, and I can smell this terrible, terrible smell, and all these people are covering their noses, and they're like, what the fuck? And then this lady, like, she sits down, she's just chilling, and then all of a sudden she sees everybody like reacting. She's like, oh shit, and again, I thought maybe something really bad was happening. That maybe this is like a traumatic moment. Someone shit their pants, or a bag blew up or something. And no, this lady, she's like, oh, it's probably these seashells in my bag.
What?
And she's like asking the flight attendant if she can like throw it up in the checked, or not the checked area, the like carry-on area.
Was that like them trying to play it off? Or is it like ammonia from like the shells or something?
Does that happen? Do seashells smell that bad is what I want to know, because she's claimed it was and she did that thing where like, you know when a kid is guilty of something and they're like very obviously trying to pretend that they're not it. She's like, yeah, it was totally the seashells. That was, and she's like looking around, like no one's talking to this lady, and she's just like, that was totally those seashells in that bag that smelled like ass, right, guys? It's so much better now that it's up there. Seashells, that's what it was. It was seashells.
Well, and it's like illegal to do. You can't like bring rocks and shells and stuff.
I didn't
Maybe
know.
It's like because I went to Canada before, and I brought back like rocks and like a bunch of stupid shit I like found on the shores or whatever. I was younger, and I remember we were at the border, and there was like border patrol, so you get questioned a little bit, like it's regular.
Yeah, it's customs, right? So they'll
and they ask customs. They ask like my dad or grandpa, whoever's driving. They're like, you guys got anything in the car, like any drugs, guns, like, and then they said like rocks and stuff, and I was like,
what?
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
You just said it, yeah. Fucking
but
fool.
nah, they didn't hear me, and my dad was like, fucking gave me the shoulder, like, shut the fuck up.
You can't take rocks?
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious,
yeah.
dude. What the fuck?
Because I had like, we were fishing up there, and I had like a whole like fishing box full of like
of rocks,
lures and rocks and like pebbles and like
Yeah.
fossils and stuff.
Dude, it's so weird. Yeah, that's probably because that's custom, because it's international, because it's technically is a different country, so that makes sense. But that's like, dude, when I was on a cruise, it was the same thing. Every port you'd go to, they would make this announcement, and I was like, who would be dumb enough to do that? They would be like, you can't bring fruit back onto the ship.
fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
it's like a cross contamination.
yeah.
Thing.
And but I was like, why would anyone want? We have all you can eat buffets on this fucking boat. Who the fuck you gonna steal a banana from? This is a port of fucking 4 shops, and then surrounded by poverty. Like, where did you get the banana?
Yeah.
Why do you trust that banana? I don't know. And maybe it's fucked up.
Where was this at?
This is it. We're in like fucking where were we? Costa Maya, I think.
Were bananas like growing there?
I don't know. But these people, when you walk back onto the ship, you have to get checked. They have like someone at customs check you. And dude, they have like a monkey, like a search monkey.
Wow.
Sitting at this table, and there's a stack of bananas and fucking oranges because all these people tried to bring them on.
He's yoinking them. He's like a canine.
Like, people are sitting there, they got their little drawstring bag, and they thought they were gonna sneak it past this fucking.
The monkey's just like.
He's like
starts doing
this
like
one
the
right,
facial stuff.
Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah,
and
that's what they do.
Yeah, he fucking got it. And but who's trying to bring bananas out there? So whatever. So this lady, she's got these fucking shells apparently that may or may not have been like human remains. Because it smelled so bad, dude. And like, she just was trying to convince everybody on the plane that it was seashell. It was just really awkward. I just turned the headphones all the way up. I was like, I can't handle this. Yeah.
Do like the AirPod.
You ever had any weird shit on a flight? Any weird things happen?
No. I've flown Spirit, Frontier, Spirit a few times for sure. I like to kind of mess with the people because they're all like pretty flamboyant and maybe it's like their first time flying a lot. I think so. I like to mess. I entertain it.
What do you do to mess with somebody on a flight?
I don't know. Like I remember, like somebody always brings a fucking dog on the plane. Like dogs, cats. It's always like they got them in their purses. Like they just take advantage of like the system.
At least I will say this. At least they have it with them, bro. You know, people check animals.
What?
Like they can put their animal in a cage.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Underneath the fucking plane, bro.
I
like
think
when
they
you
should
check
be doing that.
I think that's even worse.
Disagree.
I don't even think they should bring an animal.
No, yeah, you shouldn't. If you have like that much of a
bro, do you know? Imagine how scary that is for an animal.
No, it's probably brutal.
Put in a cage, put in darkness underneath the plane where it's fucking ice cold when they're fucking going up.
Ice cold?
I'm sure it's got to be cold when you get up there.
It might be too hot.
Or really hot. Yeah, I don't know. But like that just seems fucked up to me. So at least they got that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just say stuff like, I'm allergic, you know? Can you sit in the back? Like, can we switch seats?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They look at me like I'm crazy, like, oh, fuck. Because, like, they shouldn't have the dog anyways, probably. But, like, no one said anything.
Thanks for watching that last video. Click right over here to see that episode in its entirety. Click over here if you want to subscribe and see more videos and other cool shit that we put out on this channel. Do it.